Hi everyone. Today's video is about place value in a number. And I've set it up for two different examples today because these are some questions that really cause trouble. So we think that, okay, we know where our place value chart is and we're comfortable with it, but then it's adding an extra step with the place values that really start to get confusing. So hopefully after you take a look at this video, it will be a little bit easier for you. So I'm going to teach you some strategies that help you keep your work organized so that you are closer to getting the correct answer. So if you like to start off with a place value chart to keep yourself, again, organized, it does help. Just so you have an idea of the place values and where they work. So I just made a little one for myself up here. So I'm going to start from back over here, and I have my ones, or my units, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. So if you prefer a strategy that works directly in the place value chart, that is great too. I can show you an option with that. Or if you prefer another way that I'm going to show you in just a moment, there's lots of different ways to figure it out. So this is just the way that works the best for me. But again, you always choose whatever works the best for you. So it's important to look at several options and then you choose, because everyone's brain is different, and you choose what you're the most comfortable with. So in our first example, we're going that one step further. So they've added the place values directly in this addition operation. So instead of just having 85 plus 62, it's 85 thousands plus 62 tens. They want the answer there. So in one way that you could do it is with the place value chart. So if you come up to the chart over here, remember it's not just 85. This word here makes a huge difference. Best example I like to give is, what would you rather have in your bank account? Just 85 or 85,000 of dollars? Personally, I like the 85,000, but that's just me. So if you want to put the 85,000s into the place value chart, remember it's not going over here. You have to find your thousands place first. So here's my thousands, and I have actually 85 of them. Well, I know I can't have two numbers in a place value chart, so I need to separate them. So I know that I have to carry it over and put it over here. And then I can't just leave the 85 like that. I have to think of the 100, the 10s, and the 1s. And I know that because there's nothing there, my placeholders need to be the zeros. So if that works for you in a place value chart, you can try it like that. Personally, I like to try it a different way. So here's the other strategy. So for thousands, I think to myself, okay, what does the number 1,000 look like? I'm just going to change colors so you can see better. So the number 1,000 looks like this: a 1, a 0, and another 0. So I know that of the thousands, I have 85 of them. If I have 85 of them, I'm just changing it to multiplication. So technically what I'm doing here is 85 times 1,000. And then if you look at another one of my videos, one of the tricks for that is that you're just adding the zeros at the end of the number that you're originally multiplying. So when you're adding the zeros, I have 85. And 1, 2, 3 zeros in the question. That means the answer also has to have 3 zeros added on to the original number. So 1, 2, 3. So 85 thousandths is the same thing as 85,000. So you're doing 85 times 1,000. Or again, let's make sure it matches. There it is, 85000. There you go. So both strategies work just the same way. Again, whatever you prefer. So to that, I'm adding on 62 tens. Okay, well again, it's not just 62, it's 62 tens. So if you think back to base 10 blocks that you might have used when you were a bit younger, you tens looked like this. Okay? So you have 62 of these. So 62 tens. I'm not going to draw 62, don't worry. So I know that because I have more than 10 of them, I can start grouping them and creating hundreds. So again, this, if you're using the place value chart, I can't have two numbers inside one place. Put it over here, 62 tens. And then my last number has to be 0 because it's that placeholder. So if I do it with the other strategy, I should get 620. So let's see if this works. So I think to myself in my head, okay, tens, a 10 looks like this, okay? And I have 62 of them, so I'm doing 62 times 10. So I have my original number, 62. I add 1 0 at the end, 620. And there it is. So I'm adding them together, 85,000 plus 620. So you can do that in your head. That's perfect. Otherwise, just be sure when you are adding it together that you make sure to line it up properly. We've talked about this a lot in the videos. That your ones are lined up, your tens, your hundreds, etc. So 85,620. Okay, that's using two different strategies, but again, you get the same answer, so it works. Okay, I'll stop the video there and let you practice with different ones like this, and then I'll show you one step further using the same strategy in example number 2 with this video.